Lance, tale of two halves, but we've not come away with the win. Can I get your view on the game?
Hugely disappointed, if I'm honest, disgusted with the first half performance. We obviously had deja vu in a way. Our home tie was exactly the same, where we could have been 3 down at home against them. Today we were. I think we were punished defensively because we were very poor defensively in that first 45 minutes. I thought going forward, actually, we looked all right. I thought young Bentos was probably our player of the match today. And it was kind of against them on a play when they scored their first goal. But then once we conceded that first goal, it was as if it was like a Hammer House of Horrors type thing. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I can't, because that's not acceptable. We just had words at half time and obviously after the game that I've been here 2.5, 3 months as it is, and that's happening too many times where we don't start well enough, and you're giving teams the ascendancy by giving them a 3-goal lead at half time. Obviously performance-wise in the first half, I thought we were okay, like I say, going forward, but just a midfield three were going too far beyond the ball. We were getting stretched. We were caught on the counter attack. And obviously, their right wing was a very good player, but they had pace in their side, and it wasn't good enough in that first half, and they got told at half time. You can always say, yeah, great, they responded second half. They've done what we asked of them. We said win the second half, keep a clean sheet, which we did. If Ryan's third goal is offside, I don't know, but that was when if we scored that, then you don't know what could happen, because obviously then we're going to gung ho a little bit. I just think we just expressed our feelings and attitudes that when you come to places like this on a long journey, that it has to be right. Mentally, we have to be right. And today, our first half performance showed that we weren't right. And I think that if we can eradicate these kind of first 45 minutes, because we gave them full of praise from the Boxing Day game. That's obviously since we last played. But then you can't back it up with a performance like that. And it's just a hugely disappointing afternoon.
You said there that you told them to go out and win the second half. What did you change at half time to allow us to score them 2 goals?
Well, we just said that we weren't close enough on the first tackle, if you like. We were giving too much space. We were sitting off them. Obviously, pace is a wonderful gift, but if you give them too much space, they can turn and run into space. It's going to hurt you. So we got close to the second half. We were much tighter. Second balls were won in the second half. We were better shaped in that second half. And then going forward again, obviously, we changed it after going 1-0 up, which we were going to do anyway. Obviously with the 3 coming on, and obviously then for the next sort of 30 minutes, we're kind of the better side, and possibly you can get caught on the counter because you're pushing for it. And we wanted them to be up more tempo and just have a bit more bite about them, and it was a carbon copy of the home tie. And I even said at half time, I don't expect us to get anything out of the game, but if we start well, you never know. And did we deserve a point? Probably not. And I think that if I apologise to the travelling fans today. They may be disgruntled. I had 1 or 2 things about making a sub in the last 5 minutes. But when you're on top of the game, why would you change? And it's just, that's a frustrating side of things, because obviously we're doing this also to get results. We're not doing it for just the sake of turning up. And I think that's we're all frustrated today. We're all angry, all disappointed. We have to move on.
2 new substitutions made their debut. 2 new signings made their debuts today.
Yep.
Johnny Hall and Seth O'Neill. Can I get a word on them joining the club and one of their performances?
Yeah, I think Johnny would be disappointed with his performance today, if I'm honest. I think he's a senior player, and we brought him in for that reason, really, that he's a strong centre half that can play in a back 4 or back 3. And today, he'll probably know that his standards weren't up to it. I thought that Seth grew into the game, if I'm honest. I think he was a slow starter in that first half, but I think then after that, I think that he showed, that he may be capable of, adapting to this level. Having come from Mildenhall, he should be good enough, but he hasn't played for a long while. He's had a long injury, so, obviously that's why he came off a cramp. So yeah, it's too early. You don't judge people on just one game, obviously, but so we're not going to condemn either of them, but it was a case of, I think that, the first half, like everybody, we could have been better, so it's difficult to judge people on that 45.
Looking forward to Saturday then. It's got to be a lot better. Can I get a preview on Cornard?
Yeah, we'll do our homework as we always do. We'll train well this week, because they probably realise they're going to get some legwork this week, because we're not happy with what happened today. And so we have to go there and wipe the slate clean and go again, because that's the beauty of football. There's always another game coming up, and that's the beauty of it. So get this out of our system, forget about it, draw a line under it, and go again against Cornard next Saturday.